Philippine naval modernization has rarely attracted as much regional attention as it does now, and the sea trials of the BRP Rajah Sulayman mark a symbolic turning point. The vessel is not simply another offshore patrol platform. It represents a shift in how Manila intends to operate across its vast maritime domain. For decades, the Philippine Navy lived with capability gaps, limited endurance, and platforms that were ill-suited for sustained operations in the contested waters of the South China Sea. The arrival of the Rajah Sulayman-class signals that this era is ending. What matters most is not the individual specifications, but what they collectively enable: persistence, domain awareness, and a level of maritime presence that the region has not seen from the Philippines in modern history. The strategic context explains why this ship matters. The Philippines occupies a central position along the first island chain and faces unrelenting pressure from a stronger maritime power that combines Coast Guard vessels, maritime militia, drones, and gray zone coercion. Traditional doctrines based on point defense or coastal patrol have become obsolete. Manila's exclusive economic zone covers more than 2.2 million square kilometers, yet its navy has historically lacked vessels with the endurance or sensor suite required to monitor, let alone defend, this space. Horizon 3, the current modernization plan, seeks to change that by prioritizing long-range patrol capability and maritime domain awareness. The Rajah Sulayman-class, with endurance exceeding 30 days and a range of 5,500 nautical miles, fits squarely into this new logic. One of the defining characteristics of the vessel is its size and architecture. With a displacement of approximately 2,450 tons and a length of more than 94 meters, it belongs to a category of large offshore patrol vessels that can sustain long deployments far from home ports. Its hull design, based on the HDP 2200 Plus model, is optimized for fuel efficiency, motion stability, and long-endurance missions. This distinguishes it markedly from the previous generation of Philippine patrol craft, many of which were smaller ex-US Coast Guard cutters or lightly armed ships with short endurance and limited living space. The Rajah Sulayman-class bridges the gap between OPVs and small corvettes, offering the size needed to carry advanced sensors, modular mission equipment, and future-proofed combat systems. Beyond physical dimensions, its modular mission bay is one of the ship's most forward-leaning features. This flexible space can carry unmanned aerial vehicles, unmanned surface systems, rigid hull boats, humanitarian relief equipment, or containerized mission packages. While modularity has become a trend among advanced navies, it is still rare in Southeast Asia, where platforms traditionally serve narrow roles. The Philippine choice reflects a strategic understanding. The same vessel may need to perform maritime surveillance one week, humanitarian assistance the next, and deterrence patrols immediately afterward. Flexibility increases strategic value. The ship's weapons fit aligns with its patrol mission, but introduces upgrade paths that are significant. Its primary gun, the 76mm OTO Modular Super Rapid, provides credible defensive firepower, an unusually strong choice for a patrol vessel in this region. The two 30mm Aselsan Smash remote stations strengthen close-in defense and allow tracking and engagement of high-speed maritime targets and unmanned aerial vehicles. Heavy machine guns offer additional suppression capability, but the most important element is not the guns already fitted. It is the space and power allocation reserved for future missile systems. The design is intentionally prepared for point defense missile launchers, short-range air defense systems, and lightweight anti-ship missiles. If Manila chooses to fully exploit these upgrade options, the Rajah Sulayman-class could evolve into a mini corvette with multi-domain capability. No less important is the vessel's suite of sensors and electronic systems, an area where the class already surpasses many regional OPVs. The Leonardo SPS-732 radar offers three-dimensional maritime surveillance with strong performance against low-altitude threats. The Safran Paseo XLR electro-optical system delivers long-range detection and tracking, a critical requirement when facing gray zone challenges in which civilian-flagged vessels, militia craft, and pseudo-law enforcement actors blend into maritime traffic. The Hensoldt Sharp Eye navigation radar improves safety in low visibility or high sea state environments. When combined, these systems provide a sensor picture that supports both tactical engagements and strategic maritime situational awareness. Perhaps the most significant addition is the integration of the TRAPS towed array sonar on several vessels of the class. This capability is exceptionally rare for offshore patrol ships in Southeast Asia. Towed array systems are normally found on frigates, destroyers, and dedicated anti-submarine platforms. By equipping an OPV with such a sensor, the Philippines is acknowledging the growing undersea competition in the South China Sea, where foreign submarines regularly transit and operate. A towed array does not make the Rajah Sulayman an anti-submarine combatant, but it does enable early detection, wide area monitoring, and enhanced data sharing with allied forces. In a region where submarine activity is increasing, this choice carries strategic weight. Comparing the vessel to regional counterparts underscores its significance. Against Vietnam's DN 2000 and TT 1500 series, the Rajah Sulayman-class holds the advantage in endurance, sensors, and future upgrade flexibility, although Vietnam maintains an edge in anti-ship missile firepower. Relative to Indonesia's OPV 89 and 105-meter designs, the Philippine platform is more modern in combat management, sensor integration, and mission modularity. Against Malaysia's Kedah class, the Rajah Sulayman stands out through its sonar capability and newer electronic systems. In aggregate, the class emerges as the most sensor-rich and endurance-optimized OPV in Southeast Asia, though not yet the most heavily armed. The limitations of the ship must also be acknowledged. Its top speed of approximately 22 knots is modest, potentially constraining its ability to intercept high-speed vessels or reposition quickly during a crisis. The absence of installed missiles reduces combat lethality until future upgrades occur. Investment in training, maintenance, and sustainment remains essential, and Manila must avoid the historical pattern in which systems are procured faster than personnel, and logistics can fully absorb them. Moreover, in confrontations involving large foreign Coast Guard vessels weighing 5,000 to 12,000 tons, physical displacement remains a disadvantage the Rajah Sulayman-class cannot solve through design alone. Despite these limitations, the strategic implications of the class are profound. With greater endurance, the Philippines can sustain near-permanent presence in distant parts of its exclusive economic zone, shaping the maritime narrative and reinforcing legal claims. The ship's sensors will feed into wider information-sharing networks with the United States, Japan, Australia, and regional partners, enhancing collective domain awareness. Over time, as more ships enter service and modular upgrades materialize, the Rajah Sulayman-class could become the backbone of a persistent, networked maritime force capable of both patrolling and deterring. The question of whether this is the strongest OPV in Southeast Asia depends on criteria. In terms of endurance, sensors, modularity, and the inclusion of a towed array sonar, it stands at the top. In terms of offensive lethality, it will only achieve regional leadership if Manila pursues missile integration during Horizon 3. Ultimately, the greatest significance of this vessel lies not in its specifications, but in what it symbolizes: the maturation of Philippine maritime strategy from reactive coastal defense toward proactive, sustained control of its maritime domain.